You're sitting on a crowded subway, scrolling through your banking app to check your account balance. Suddenly, you feel eyes on your screen. The person next to you is clearly trying to peek at your phone. Sound familiar? If you've ever felt uncomfortable using your phone in public because of prying eyes, you're not alone. Samsung has been listening to these concerns, and they might have just created the perfect solution. The upcoming S26 Ultra is rumored to feature something called privacy display, a technology that could completely change how we use our phones in public spaces. But is this innovation really as game-changing as Samsung claims? Today, we're diving deep into Samsung's privacy display technology and exploring 5 compelling reasons why this feature might be the biggest selling point of the S26 Ultra. We'll also look at some surprising survey data that reveals just how many of us are putting our privacy at risk every single day. Let's start by understanding what privacy display actually is and how it works. Unlike those awkward privacy screen protectors that make your own screen look dark and blurry, Samsung's privacy display is built right into the phone's display technology. The magic happens at the pixel level. Each individual pixel can actually control how much light it emits and in which direction. When you look at your screen straight on, everything appears perfectly normal with full brightness, vibrant colors, and crystal clear sharpness. But here is where it gets interesting. The moment someone tries to look at your screen from an angle, those same pixels shift the light in a way that makes the screen appear completely black to them. This technology is powered by artificial intelligence and built on something Samsung calls Flex Magic Pixel technology, developed by Samsung Display. The really cool part is that privacy display is not just an on or off switch. You can customize it to protect only specific types of information, like when you're entering passwords or viewing private notifications. You could even set it to activate automatically when certain apps are opened, like your banking app or messaging apps. Now let's talk about why this technology matters so much, and here's where Samsung's research gets really eye-opening. Samsung conducted a comprehensive survey about how people actually use their phones in public, and the results might surprise you. Almost 43% of people under 35 admit to logging into their online banking while in public spaces. More than 45% regularly check their account balances on public transport. And here's the kicker: a quarter of us actually make payments while surrounded by strangers who could easily see our screens. Interestingly, this risky behavior is more common among men than women. But it is not just about banking. 76% of people write private messages in public, and almost 1/3 enter passwords or login details where others can see. This data shows that our phones have evolved far beyond simple entertainment devices. They now are personal command centers for everything from finances to intimate communications. So let's explore the 5 key reasons why Samsung developed privacy display technology. Reason number 1. The overwhelming majority of us feel like others are watching our screens. Samsung's survey revealed that 67% of people have felt like others were looking at their phones while using them in public. That's more than 2 out of every 3 people who have experienced that uncomfortable feeling of being watched. Reason number 2. This feeling genuinely bothers us. It is not just paranoia. 88% of people who notice others looking at their screens say it actually bothers them. This isn't a minor inconvenience. It is a real source of stress and discomfort for the vast majority of phone users. Reason number 3. We are changing our behavior because of these privacy concerns. Here is where it gets really interesting. 85% of people admit to self-censoring their phone usage based on their surroundings. This means we are not freely using devices we paid hundreds or thousands of dollars for, simply because we're worried about who might be watching. Reason number 4. Safety concerns are making us avoid using our phones entirely. A significant 63% of people say they are afraid to do certain things on their phones in public for safety reasons. This means we are potentially missing important communications, avoiding necessary transactions, or delaying important tasks simply because we do not feel secure using our devices. Reason number 5. Despite all these concerns, we keep taking risks. Even though 43% of people admit to occasionally logging into banking apps on public transport, they continue doing it because the convenience often outweighs the perceived risk. Privacy display could eliminate this dilemma entirely. Let's talk about how this technology could transform 2 major aspects of our daily phone usage. First, banking and password security will become worry-free. Today, we use our phones for almost everything financial: paying bills, transferring money, managing investments, and logging into sensitive systems. With privacy display enabled, you'd never need to awkwardly shield your screen with your other hand while entering your PIN in a crowded cafe. No more looking over your shoulder or waiting for a private moment to check your account balance. Your digital identity would be protected from shoulder surfers automatically. Second, privacy display could end the social discomfort we feel when using phones in public. Think about how liberating it would be to respond to personal messages on the subway without worrying about judgment from strangers. You could watch videos, browse photos, or handle sensitive work emails in a doctor's waiting room without feeling exposed. This technology essentially gives you a private bubble wherever you are, even in the most crowded public spaces. Now let's talk about what else we can expect from the S26 Ultra, because privacy display won't be the only improvement. The S26 Ultra is expected to feature faster charging capabilities, jumping from 45 watts in the S25 Ultra to 60 watts. This means significantly shorter charging times, which is always a welcome upgrade for power users. The launch is scheduled for February 25th, which is just around the corner, so we would not have to wait long to see these features in action. Speaking of timing, the S25 Ultra comes packed with impressive features, a powerful Snapdragon processor, an amazing 200 mAh camera system, advanced AI features, excellent battery life, and of course the beloved S Pen. However, there's one area where Samsung is still playing catch-up with competitors like Apple and Google Qi2 wireless charging support. Apple introduced MagSafe magnets back in 2020, and Google adopted the Qi2 standard with the Pixel series. Built-in magnets allow for perfect wireless charger alignment, which improves charging efficiency and ensures faster and more consistent charging speeds. These magnets also let you attach accessories like grips, wallets, and car mounts directly to the phone without needing a special case. The S26 series, including the Ultra, is expected to be Qi2 ready rather than having full native support. This means you'll need a magnetic case to get similar functionality, and these cases typically have weaker magnets than phones with built-in magnetic systems. Some experts believe that including magnets in the S26 Ultra might interfere with the S Pen functionality, which could explain Samsung's cautious approach to this technology. While this is not ideal, survey data suggests that most users aren't heavily invested in snap-on accessories and do not mind using a magnetic case when needed. Additionally, many people still prefer wired charging for its superior efficiency, so the lack of full Qi2 support might not be a deal breaker for most buyers. The S26 Ultra is shaping up to be a more evolutionary upgrade rather than a revolutionary one, which makes features like privacy display even more important as differentiators. Samsung's privacy display technology represents more than just a cool new feature. It's a solution to a real problem that affects the majority of smartphone users. With 67% of people feeling watched while using their phones and 88% saying it bothers them, this innovation addresses a genuine need in our increasingly connected world. The ability to use your phone freely in public without worrying about prying eyes could fundamentally change how we interact with our devices. Whether you are checking your bank account on the bus, responding to personal messages at work, or handling sensitive information in any public space, privacy display promises to give you the confidence to use your phone without compromise. While we will have to wait until February 25th to see how well this technology works in real-world conditions, it's clear that Samsung is listening to user concerns and innovating accordingly. What do you think about privacy display technology? Have you ever felt uncomfortable using your phone in public because someone might be watching your screen? Let me know in the comments below. If this video helped you understand Samsung's new privacy display feature, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing for more tech info and smartphone reviews. And if you're thinking about upgrading to a Samsung flagship, don't forget to check out those Galaxy S25 Ultra deals before the S26 launches and prices go back up. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Goodbye.